The following program is sponsored by the Today's Home Remodeler television network.
Welcome to Today's Home Remodeler. I'm Stuart Keith, and on today's show, well, we're learning more about gutters and downspouts, specifically the LeafGuard gutter system. We'll begin by meeting with Andy Lindus to see how these unique one-piece gutters are fabricated from coil stock to provide a custom fit for each home. Next, we'll check out the components needed to properly install a gutter and downspout system. And finally, we'll follow the complete installation of a LeafGuard gutter and see firsthand why these are the most popular debris-shedding gutters on the market today. So we have a lot to cover today, and we'll get started right after these messages. One of the most dangerous maintenance projects for any homeowner is to climb up on a ladder and clean their gutters. Every year there are numerous serious injuries and even deaths that occur when a family member is attempting to remove leaves or unclog a gutter. So on today's show, let's begin by meeting with Andy Lindus to learn about the LeafGuard gutter system and see how they are custom made for each home they're installed on. Well, Andy, here it is. The incredible LeafGuard gutter system. I'm always amazed when I see it come out of here. And you know, not a week goes by that somebody doesn't stop me on the street and ask me, you know, is that LeafGuard gutter, does it really work as well as you say it does? And I can't think of a product that I am more impressed with on a house. I mean, 12 years ago, we put it on my house, and for 12 years, I haven't had to clean my gutter. And I tell people, there is nothing better in life than not having to get up on a ladder and clean your gutters.
Yeah, just in the upper Midwest here, we now have over 50,000 satisfied customers. And every single one of those gutter systems has a lifetime no-clog guarantee that says if it clogs, we'll come out and clean it. Well, guess what? We're not going out and cleaning anything. They really do stay clog-free. Yeah,
and I can vouch for that. I mean, I live in a heavily wooded area. My father lives down the road from me, heavily wooded area. He had nothing but problems with his gutters. I wouldn't let him get up and clean it. I would get up and clean it. Even though it's a shallow pitched roof, I wasn't comfortable. So I was like, Dad, come on, get the LeafGuard gutter system. He finally did it, and all he says is, why didn't I do it sooner? I should have listened to my son, and that doesn't happen very often. But seriously, people, when they ask me, the one thing that comes up is they go, but that's really expensive. I mean, you know, it's more expensive than other gutters. And I say, in the long run, it isn't more expensive when you think of it being, it could conceivably be a life and death if you fell off a ladder.
Yeah, and not to mention when the gutters are clogged, they're not working properly, so water can go over the top, get in your basement. Anybody that's had to deal with a wet basement knows that that's more expensive than a gutter system. And what I always tell people is that the most expensive home improvement project you're ever going to do on your home is the one you have to do twice. And unfortunately, over half of our LeafGuard customers have tried some other kind of gizmo or gadget or screen system in their gutters before we got there. We had one customer spend $700, $800 last year to put a screen system in his house. Well, the twigs hit it, it caved in. He ended up having to try to clean out the screens and the gutters. He got fed up, called us out. Now we've replaced that whole system with the LeafGuard. You know, you spend $800 on something that didn't work. Now he really never has to worry about his gutters.
Boy, talk about frustration, but seriously, you're looking for the ultimate in peace of mind when it comes to a gutter. This system is incredible, and I love the way you're able to manufacture it on site.
Yeah, this machine actually comes right out to the job site and custom makes it. That's the biggest difference between LeafGuard and everything else out there. Where everything else, they're putting something over the top of your existing gutters. Some of them actually cost more than LeafGuard. Can you imagine that? They're putting something over the top of your existing gutters. I'm coming out and putting on an all one-piece seamless system, new downspouts, everything, and I'm less than the guy putting something over the top. Talk about expensive.
Yeah, that is expensive. And this, they're never going to have to worry about. Lifetime guarantee. We've done it before, but it's worth doing again. Let's get up there, see how you take standard coil stock, run it through the machine, and out pops the incredible LeafGuard gutter.
All right. Well, this is where it all starts out, Stu. It starts out with our flat coil stock. Now, the real cool part about this coil, it's 30% thicker than ordinary gutters, and it has a lifetime finish warranty. Whether it chips, cracks, peels, or chalks, this paint finish is guaranteed for you and the next person that owns the home.
And you know, somebody watching today's show might say, well, how would it ever chip anyways? It's just some leaves hitting it or acorns or whatever. Well, all of us at one point or another have leaned a ladder up against our house. I've done it numerous times. You're right. It doesn't chip. It doesn't scuff. And best of all, I mean, I'm a pretty big guy. I lean up against it. It doesn't even flex. It's so rigid.
Yeah, it is really the most durable gutter system ever built. You can lean a ladder against it. You can hang things from it, Christmas lights, things of that nature. It's not going to harm the gutters at all.
Okay, so this is custom made for you. Does it come in numerous colors?
Yeah, we have 15 different colors, and if you look at the machine, there's different stations. So we can carry 9 different colors every day and be able to just switch out the color on the machine and drop it at the jobs for the installers. Pretty cool deal.
What's amazing is you're talking hundreds and hundreds of thousands of lineal feet of gutter, and it looks brand new. It looks like it just, just arrived here last week.
You know, it really does, and that's all part of the training too. Our guys take a lot of pride in the tools that they use, and they know that if they have properly working tools, and we consider this machine a very important tool to us, things are going to go smoothly. And those guys do a lot of training on the adjustments of the machine. And it's very strict guidelines that we have on every piece of LeafGuard that it has to meet to make sure that water can always get in and leaves are going to always stay out. And those guys really have to know what they're looking for, so they have to be able to change on the fly to make sure that we're putting on the best gutter system that we possibly can.
Well, we always say there's no substitute for experience, but the training that your company prides itself in with the manufacturers, regardless of the product, is second to none, and the results speak for themselves. So this is a really incredible machine. So let's just walk through how it takes flat coil stock and creates the end product.
Starts out flat back here. And there's 17 different bends in the LeafGuard system, 15 different rollers here, 12 stations. It goes through from flat. You can see it starts to cup as we come down here. The very last thing it does at the end, it puts the crimp in to give it the rigidity that we want and make sure that leaves can no longer get in. And out at the end here pops the only one-piece seamless leaf shedding gutter in the market, LeafGuard Gutters.
Stay tuned. We'll check out the other components that make up a LeafGuard gutter system next, when we continue with today's Home Remodeler.